So are we live now? Okay, yes, we're live. Hello, everybody. Can everybody? Unfortunately, I can't see my. Okay, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear us and see us? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hello, everybody. Please, Marvina, how are you? Thank you for being here. Jesus, baby. Thank you, Seth Junior. Please just rep your city. Yes, 2 PKs. Oh, it's 2 PKs. Oh, yes, it is 2 PKs. It is 2 PKs. Oh. Please tell us where you are watching from. Just tell us your location. Oh, Minnesota, Twin City. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Takoradi. Oh, Takoradi, yeah, that's it. In Ghana, yes. Manchester, yes, Marvin, I know. Dallas. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. South Africa, yeah. New York. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to this special event. Today we're talking about creating your future. Creating your future. It is something so exciting. If you need to, there are people you need to quickly get in touch with to join. Do that ASAP so that they can join, so that they won't miss any part of it. So, just a quick brief and a quick welcome before we kick off. I've been trying to work with a group of people on something I stumbled on that I feel, will help a lot of people. I feel will help a lot of people. Sorry, they were trying to help me sort out my laptop while that's why I quickly ran around to the car to start because of time. So there was something I wanted us to. I've been looking for how to work with a group of people on something I stumbled on. You know how things work when you have proven something for yourself. You also want to take a few people on the journey to get the same results, to prove it for themselves as well, to get the results beyond yourself. So some years ago, I stumbled on the fact that there's literally nothing you can't achieve if you give yourself a reasonable time. And it seems, from what I stumbled on, and I purely stumbled on it, I'm not smart enough to create it or know it. I stumbled on it that if you can work on a 5-year plan, a 5-year goal, it's almost impossible, not to achieve your dream. I don't know why 5 is the key number. Again, it's not about number 5, but there's just some reading to that. Because a wise man said, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, and they underestimate what they can do in 5 years. Most people set a 1-year goal. Every New Year resolution, they set a 1-year goal. And the truth is that for a lot of things you want to achieve, 1 year might not just cut it. So when they set those 1 year goals, they overestimate what they're going to achieve. Oh, I'm going to be this in 1 year. And by the time you hit March or April, and you seem not to be gaining traction, you become discouraged, disillusioned, distracted. And somehow again, that year passes, you didn't do it, then you set on that goal again 1 year. So the 1 year goal is what traps a lot of people, because one of the ways you know a goal or a dream that is going to come to pass is how you feel about that dream or goal. How you feel about it plays a major role. If you set the goal and the moment you set it, you don't even feel, you just feel, I'm not going to be able to do this thing. This thing doesn't look like it's going to happen. Then the dream itself doesn't have energy. It doesn't have energy. But when you look at it as a 5 year thing, so let's take something as simple as, I want to lose weight. If you want to lose weight in 1 year, trust me, after a few weeks in the gym, you'll be discouraged. Especially if you're checking the scale, you'll be discouraged for sure. But if you say you want to lose weight in 5 years, there is a calm you have. You just know there's enough time to get this done. There's enough time to access the wisdom I need. So I just stumbled on it. I didn't even know it was a thing myself, because April next year is going to make it 5 years for the list I wrote. I'm going to be 15 in January. So I wrote it. I gave my wife actually the list of things I wanted to achieve if I was 50. There were there were about 7. I can't remember. I checked the list. But out of all the things I wrote there, there's only one that has not come to pass. Only one. And I began to see those traces in other aspects of my life. And then I stumbled on a video where John Maxwell said, that was exactly what I didn't even know these things existed. He just said, he set a goal that he wanted to be a leadership expert in 5 years. That's what he said. And he said by the middle of it, by 2.5 years or so, everything exploded. So it's not really that you're going to wait for 5 years, but there's just a power in giving yourself that time. Dr. Olumide also talked about how you can have a 5 year wealth goal. It's better than a 1 year goal. Better than a 1 year dream. So he's still going to come up in 30 minutes and join and share his own part. But it's something I stumbled on, and I want to work with a few people that want to reshape or recreate the next 5 years of their lives. Again, it might make people look like, oh, it's a long time. Trust me, it's not a long time. 5 years from now will come, whether you're ready or not. The issue is that will you be rejoicing then or regretting then? But 5 years will come, and you don't have to wait for 5 years. Usually, when you get the thing off the ground, things will start happening way before. Like most of my goals were achieved way before 5 years. Way before 5 years. There's just one that is not yet exactly how I wrote that I wanted it to be, but the rest. And at the time I wrote them, none of those goals made sense. So I want to take some people on that journey. That's what I want to do. I and some other people I feel have the capacity. PK is one of them. That's coalition they are seeing here. Olumide, Emmanuel, Dr. Sam Adeyemi, a few experts that will take you on that journey. So we want to coach you for 1 year. All right, 1 whole year. But the plan is that we're writing your next 5 years, and you are literally going to create it. I mean, how would you feel if you can create your next 5 years? How would you feel? Somebody should tell me in the comment section that. How will you feel if you can recreate really how you would look in 5 years from now? How exactly you would look, where your finances will be, where your relationships will be, where your health will be. If it's possible, how many people would feel? How would you feel if you're right where you want to be in 5 years from now? How would you feel? So that's what we want to discuss and talk to you about. So, welcome with me, my friend and brother, Kunle Soriyan. PK, welcome to the house.
Thank you, Emoji. I'm excited to be here. I've been listening to the conversation. Amazing stuff. It's exciting to be designing this program. People need it, right? Part of what I've noticed is that, it's so easy for people to have expectation, but people forget that expectations are not deserved, right? When they are not detailed in a strategic commitment. And that is what this is trying to do. Expectations are, necessary, but not deserved. There's a curation that is necessary to experience them. Nothing is bestowed. So I'm excited. I can't wait for the main thing. These are just the initial early steps to get people sparked up and encouraged for this program. This program itself is the big picture, and I'm going to encourage everybody, zero in on it, Stay expectant, find the websites, find the narratives, know how you can plug in. The next 5 years actually is very critical, and that is very personal. You know, I don't know how this conversation is going to go, but part of what I'm going to share is the necessity of the next 5 years. By 2020, by 2030, December 31st night, 2030, the world is going to change completely. I don't even think Facebook will be alive. I'm very sure you will not have television as you have it. I'm very sure robots will be in your house as pets. You'll be stunned that you won't have dogs and animals as you think you have it. Your smartphone will not be in your hand again. You'll be browsing with the wind, with the air as your monitor. You'll be browsing at the speed of thought. Your glasses will be weaponized more than you can ever imagine. You'll be shocked how much data for your health, for how much data will be interpretative or interpreting because of the glasses you have on your eyes. It's going to be an incredible world. I don't know how far we will have gone with AGI, artificial general intelligence, or ASI, but a partnership between biology and AI will be incredible. It's a brand new world. It's a world you can't guess your way into. You can't assume your way into. You need to know your way into it. And that is what this whole program is about. Planning, thinking, and positioning intelligently. Hustling, we have no meaning. And I tell people, in the future, authority is not the truth. Truth is the authority of the future. So you need to know how to position truthfully, intelligently at your core, reminding yourself of your essence and connect it to your design. So it's going to be awesome. There's no perfect time, PK, to do this. What you are setting up people for is giving them power and stand and spine in the future. Massive.
Thank you, PK. So, what are some of the things you think we can be doing now to prepare for? If we want to create our future, is it even possible? Let's start from there. To actually create the future you want to see.
So, it's possible to create it, but the intelligence has been observed to be different. And for a very long time, there's a protocol to how people think this can happen. But what we have even discovered, new learning is now showing that we actually don't create the future. The future creates us. And that's a different ballgame altogether. We used to think that today creates the future. Now we are learning that the future actually creates today. And that when people say that they are creating the future, even unknown to them, what they are really trying to say is that they are aligning with something transcendent, and they find themselves almost working into opportunities and blocks, portals of transformation, right? That transcends their own thinking. So if you read a book like The Richest Man in Babylon, the summary in the book is that you can create your opportunities, right? You can prepare for them. And that it is this planning and these goals that we set and this positioning that we do, what it does is put us in the right. Hello, can you hear me?
Go back to Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah. So if you read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, part of the conclusion in that book is that nobody really creates the opportunities. That all our planning, all our goal setting, all our positioning is actually preparing us to align with what is documented of us. You know how even the Bible says that it is written of me in the volume of thy books to do thy will. So part of that is, you know, there will be so many details in the program. There's so much to say about this, but I'm sure when you sign up for the program, you'll be able to learn more in details. But I would say some things basically here. Number one is that desire is key, but the desire is not initiative. Desire is a visitation, right? Desire is a visitation. And what that means is that an Italian, a Caucasian Italian cannot wake up in the morning and say, guess what, guys? Say what? I feel like
Wow, the net.
Think of it.
I think you are breaking up. Can everybody hear him well, or am I the only one that It's breaking for. Please write in the comment section. Are you hearing him well, or
Can
is there
anybody
some?
hear me?
Okay, I think we lost you for a bit. At the point you said the Italian man. Oh, he'll probably join back with network issues. So, guys, I really want to encourage you, especially for the men. It's still a men-only thing for now. My team are insisting they want only men in the group. I wanted to open it up for women because women are generally respond quicker to learning and improvement. But if you're a woman and you really want to join, maybe you should send us a message. I'll see what I can do. If you have enough women on the team that are requesting to join, then I can pressure my team. But for now, my team are saying, let's do it men alone. All right. So if there's any woman in the house, you prove to get more people. Uh, then we'll know what to do. Nessa is saying why. Yeah. So if you're a woman, okay, in short, let women register first. Let me see how many women are registering. If it's impressive, then I'll let women join. If not, I'll just keep it as a men alone thing. But originally, we wanted to do it just for men. But I've been checking the content and the curriculum is not necessarily men specific. Just one aspect is male specific, and that is the family aspect of it. But there are a whole lot of other things, finances, generally your future, and all that. And okay, so if women, if they're gonna put the link. If I see enough women join, pay today and sign up today, maybe I'll trade up for women. If not, if it's one person that signed or something like that, we'll just return your money or something. All right, because it's not the content. I'm one of that guy. We're examining the content. It's not necessarily female specific. All right, so yeah, so they're going to put the link. So my team, are you there? Please put the link to register. It's a 1-year coaching. So we're gonna help you from writing your goals. Putting the steps. It's a whole year. It's not like we're meeting every day in the year. No, it might be once or twice, maybe once a week or something like that. But it's not that we're going to be seeing you every day. No, but there'll be assessments, there'll be assignments, there'll be things like that all through the year to help you. We'll start with setting your goals for the 5 years. So it's very detailed, it's very powerful, and a whole lot of great experts will be there. Now, there's a discount for people signing up today. There's a discount, all right? Interestingly, my one-on-one sessions it's I think it's somewhere around 1K USD now for an hour, but I'm giving you around that same price for a whole year with all these experts. So incredible discount. One of the guys we are bringing for this coaching, his 1 hour session, one-on-one coaching is $2,400. All right. And we're giving you all this access for I think 1K for a year. If you're paying in quarterly or half a year, that's for the discount. That's not the full price. That's the discount price for today. So they'll put the link up in the comment section and all that. Go sign up and let's take you on that journey. Trust me, it's exciting to be living in your dreams. It's very, very, very exciting. Very, very. Oh, PK is back. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was not.
Yeah, PK. I mean, these are very critical pieces of information. I just want to really make emphasis on this 1-year coaching. I just want to encourage everyone to go out of your way to gain more understanding and clarity about how you can be part of it. The conversation between us essentially is to be able to offer. I always tell people, if it's on Google, I try to avoid talking about it, because I can as well send you the link to watch it from your home. I think it's disrespect to the audience to bring you to anything and to, begin to force recall of what is on Google on you. So these are special moments. Principles are universal. You can learn what everybody knows. Experiences are peculiar. And when you come to platforms like this, you are not learning principles. You are learning the peculiarity of usable, transferable experiences that make all the difference for you, right? Things that are unique, things you probably won't find in books easily, you won't find in documented in materials on the public space. They are really about what, masters and kings and professionals and practitioners and doers, the things they've touched, the things they've seen, the things they've handled, the unique errors they've experienced, the expertise they've grown, the authority they've built, right? So all of these things are the tracks of performance, but I just wanted to, I was just saying when I was, before the phone network began, the idea that an Italian cannot wake up in the morning, really, and what he's thinking about is a icon or Kenke in Ghana. No, really, he can't. It's not because he doesn't want it. It's not because he doesn't like it. It's because it's not in his context, right? It's not in his context. If an Italian Caucasian wakes up in the morning and he says, "Wow, I feel like eating a icon," believe me, it's in his horizon. So we think that he thinks he is thinking, he thinks he's desiring. But what happens is the anything within your horizon reaches out to you. And I say to people, you don't pursue your dreams gravitate towards you. So the intelligence is, how do you stay positioned? And how do you connect with the weight of your destiny? Because you are not like creating your own world. Your world is created, believe me. And, our stories are already written on many levels. What we are doing is aligning, particularly for those of us with spiritual connections. You understand that you are not making things happen. You are aligning with what has been made happen for you. And that makes all the difference. So how do you sequence into that? How do you position into that? How do you lean into that? Okay. I say to people, if you are watching a TV program and you see something being done and something in you says, you can do that, I can do that, or you can do better, believe me, you can. You can. If you can't, it's not going to be in your horizon. Like I said, desire is not initiative. Desire is a visitation. You are being visited with your possibilities. And your responsibility is to position yourself to be able to receive that alignment. The universe compensates anomalies. It's how God has designed the world, right? And once you begin to bend into anomalies like preparation and strategy, what do? I don't know if you've thought about it, but your future is more certain than your doubts, right? Your future is more certain than your doubts. And then I say to people, doubt in itself is a machine. You can't believe what you know. You can't believe what you know, no matter who you are. This is why these sessions are important. You can't believe what you know. You can only believe what you don't know. Like, as I'm talking to you now, I'm not believing that I'm talking to you. I know I am talking to you. The moment I believe I am talking to you, there must be something unclear about that communication. Doubt, in that sense, the unclarity there, in that sense, is my only chance of moving into belief. You can't move into belief without doubt, right? That's why we call the things that be not as though they were, right? We don't second guess the things that be or that are. We call the things that be not. So essentially, my sessions in the program will be speaking to the future, the contents of what is there. How do we make the connection with these contents? What are the type of things on the horizon? Remember, we are not just preparing for the next 5 years. We are preparing for a specific 5 years, which is essentially a 5 years that culminates in December 31st night, 2030 or 2031. It's that kind of 5 years. And a lot of things have been programmed beyond our, just like the people of 1995 cannot look at 2025 and recognize it, right? So many things are in play that they were unimaginable, in 1995. That's where we are again. So remember where the world was when colored TV was coming into the world, when typewriter was coming into the world, when digital films was coming into the world. That's where we are now. We are now receiving new instruments, new ideas, philosophies, theories, goods, services, products, all kinds of things that are completely, different from the world we have known. So this is the time to suspect known knowledge and the time to open up to new knowledge. So there's no better investment at this time than that. So I would just say, get ready. You know, the only way to get into this future is to stay educated. These are not the times to assume. Like I said, assumption is the lowest level of knowledge. Is doing, is guessing. You can't hope that you are correct now. You need to know that you are correct. And the next 5 years requires a type of precision, a type of engineering that eliminates any form of guesswork. Every action you take should be the details of the larger picture of tomorrow. And like PK said, for some reason, you know, a function like this. I remember when I was going to get married, you know, there was a lot that was incomplete, but I didn't worry myself about the incompleteness of my reality. I made a plan though. I made a 5-year plan. And you won't believe one of my plans. One of my goals rather was that I was going to get married without spending a dime. I didn't understand why I'm going to get married for one day, which is a wedding, because the wedding and the marriage are two different things. Why will I make a wedding, invite 500 people, most of them strangers? I'm not even deep with most of these people. They're just going to come, eat my food, go away, and I'm back with the marriage the next day on my own. So I said, whatever this wedding is, there are many stakeholders involved who want it to go in a particular way. I'm really going to invest the lowest type of commitment to this wedding so that I can focus my greatest energy on the marriage, right? One of my commitment was I'm not going to spend $1. And guess what? I didn't spend $1 on the wedding. At the end of the wedding, I even declared profits. I declared profits because I had a plan. I'll share this with you. So my plan was I have to build 30 millionaires into my network 5 years from now. By the time I'm getting married in 30 years, I want to have 30 millionaire friends minimum. And how am I going to do that? This is still 1997. I'm going to get married in 2002. How am I going to do this? So what I decided to do simply was, you know, which was a great idea. I'm going to write to kings. I'm going to write 10 letters every month to 10 kings in the world. When I say kings, I don't mean monarchs. I mean people, decision makers, gatekeepers, power centers, you know, power blocks across, you know, different spaces, financially strong people, influential influencers, and all of that. So I was doing that. So every month I was writing 10 letters to 10 people. Remember, at this time, emails were still paying for it. You know, at this time, you know, internet wasn't free. We were paying to browse. You know, if we were able to browse at all, we were going to cyber cafes. We don't even have personal computers for the most part. We had to go to business centers to go get a lot of things done. So writing letters at this time was pretty much, you know, a work, because you got to write the letter. You can't take it through NIPOS because you can't control the time to be there. You have to take it through DHL, right? You had some express service. So I was doing that every month. And I was getting replies from 1 or 2 people, but every time one person replies me, you know, I build capacity. Let's say one person replies me every month and I send 10 letters out. Then I have 12 people at the end of the year. How many people do you think I will have in 5 years? That's about 60 people. You know, I always tell people, this is what I did for years that put me where I am today. I built network intentionally. When I was going to get married, I didn't tell anybody I was getting married until a week to the wedding. And I know the relationships I have built, you don't inform them you want to do a wedding a week before. They have planned their time. They are traveling. They would even be around. But it was intentional. So I started calling my network a week to my wedding. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. I'm getting married. And people were hearing that. They were like, oh, I'm traveling. I won't even be around. Oh, my God. Where are you? Let me send something. Where are you going to be? Your driver. And before I knew what was happening, money was flying in. Boom, 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 boom. I remember about 2 weeks, about 10 days to the wedding, my mom needed some money from me. You know, I didn't even know where it was going to come from. But, you know, about a week to the wedding, money was just flying in. And, you know, if I didn't do that, I got a lot of my gifts in cash. If I didn't do that, I was going to have multiple kettles, multiple flasks, multiple, you know, plates and boilers, you know, and coolers of all kinds, you know. So you got to be intentional. But intentionality is not about, you know, forcing your will into existence. Intentionality is understanding that, you know, the future is designed to honor you on many levels. And what you are doing is aligning yourself. So once you accept that your destiny is certain, then your only response to certainty, any certainty, is preparation and strategy. I tell people it is unintelligent to be afraid of anything certain. There are about 26 things that are certain in life, right? Yeah, about 26 things. Death is certain. Loss is certain. Disappointment, betrayal, is certain. The future is certain. A lot of things are certain in life. Your only response to certainty is preparation and strategy. For example, if you are afraid to die, you're not going to die less. If you are confident with it, you're not going to die more, right? No matter who you are, fearful or not, you are going to die. So there's no point being afraid. You can as well confront it with strength and courage. So the only response to certainty is preparation and strategy, right? So for a future that is certain, your only response is preparation and strategy. And those two is to position you in such a way that you can recognize the portals of transformation that are going to open to you, which is going to be evidenced in the people that will come into your life, the geographies you are going to find yourself in, and the moments you are going to prioritize or deprioritize. When the future is great, you have honored or dishonored. When the future is great, you have honored three things. When the future is miserable, you have dishonored three things. What are these three things? People, places, and moments. The people of you allowed into your life, or those you rejected into your life, right? Out of your life, rather. The places, the geographies you honored, and the one you dishonored, right? Or you allowed yourself to see or not see. The moments you prioritize or the ones you deprioritize. And once you learn to make plans along this line, there's a lot to this, it's deeper than this, but today is not the day, right? We treat that, that's why we have the 1 year coaching. So there's a lot to break down and a lot to lean into. What it gives you is that it elevates you, gives you helicopter view over tomorrow, and you begin to walk in such a way that you are able to pick the details, right, and position intelligently for your unique manifestation. So it's going to come to pass, but let's learn, when you are clear, the proof of clarity is action. You can know something that you are not clear about. Anything you cannot do, no matter how much you know about it, once you cannot do it, you are not clear about it. You can know and not do, but you cannot be clear and not do, because the proof of clarity is momentum and action. So this session that we have designed, that PK is working on and curating, is really about gaining clarity. And clarity is about action, action, action. So I hope to see you in the room when we start off, and get out of your way, call your friends. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish with it. Tell your friends, tell men around you, let them know something great is happening here. We don't know, the way the Lord is leading PK. Maybe he's going to do it every year. Maybe it's just this 1 year. He has not announced those things. You don't know. But what we know is that for the next year. So okay.
It's just this one because the plan is to work with you for 5 years. So it's not something we'll restart again.
That's it. So
that's it. Well.
See you in the room, people. See you in the room.
So guys, you've heard it. It's something worth investing in. The quality of people alone that are going to be coaching us in a closed session, be able to take your questions more intimately, speak specifically to your situations. Part of the registration involves a one-on-one with me and all that. So there are just so many benefits. The things we'll cover is, how you create happiness in your life, because everybody's chasing happiness. The reason why you want to get money is to do something with it that you believe will make you happy. Everything you do, the end point of it is that you want to be happy about it. Even people that do charity, helping other people makes them happy. That's why they do it. So there's so much to cover how to create your happiness, how to set your goals and dreams for the next 5 years, the strategy, like PK talked about, of those particular dreams. We'll talk about the power of laws. You must understand how laws work. Life revolves around laws. So you can't argue with it, you can't fight it, you can't cry over it. Laws are laws, and laws work everywhere in the world. Gravity is the same thing everywhere. Your being in Nigeria or being in America doesn't change gravity. So you must understand how laws work. So this course is very rich. It's not something you can miss. Whether you are an individual, career person, business person, whatever it is, you have to take advantage of it. All right. So we have a 24-hour discount period that you can take advantage of. If for some reason you can't, I don't know how we'll do it. Some people are saying they want to pay in 1 week or something. I don't know. how it will work. Before we end, maybe my team will tell me what they can do about that. But there's a discount for 24 hours that you can take advantage of. Trust me, it's a significant discount because this costs in dollars. It's a significant discount, but it's worth it. I was talking to somebody the other day. He was talking about his budget. We're talking about things. When I talk to most people, sometimes they tell me about their budget in terms of what they don't want to spend beyond. But most people don't have a budget in terms of their goals and dreams, where they want to get. Most people don't have. So you don't build wealth by keep trying to not spend. Of course, you have to be disciplined in your spending, but that's not the only budget you need. The one of what you can become is even more important than the one you're trying not to lose. So we're going to work with you strategically. Something everybody should jump on and take advantage of. So PK Soriyan, thank you so much. I think we can release you now. I just wanted you to let them know how
Thank you.
powerful this was going to be, and let them know that all what you have in stock for people that join. So let's take advantage of it.
Thank you, man of God. Enjoy.
Thank you. So we are also welcoming Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Welcome, Emoji. How are you doing?
So I'm fine, my brother. Resting and chilling out here.
Yeah, so everybody, can we welcome Dr. Olumide Emmanuel? Just say hello to him, welcome him. Mavina is asking when this thing is starting. We want you to prepare for the year, is because your 5 years starts counting from January 1st, 2026. So we will start like in October or thereabout, so that you can prepare ahead for the 2026 before it even starts. All right, before it even starts. Yes, Fifi, there is installment payment. If you notice, Fifi, there are 3 ways you can sign up. Maybe I should just address that before we let Dr. Olumide Emmanuel speak. So the course is going to start in October, because we want to use the first 2, October, November, and October, for you to prepare for 2026. So the 5 years starts counting from 2026. So the course itself will start before 20. So October-ish, it will start. And by the time we've not started doing publicity generally. So this discount is only for this circle for today. Once it starts doing publicity generally, the prices you are seeing is not the real price. All right. Right now, the price you are seeing there, the person that wants to pay for 1 year, I think it's about $1,000. That's the price to do counseling with me for 1 hour. That's what they are paying for 1 year. So, except you are not strong in maths. If you are strong in maths, you should know what that is. the $1K is what you're going to pay me. Probably people pay for 1 hour session with me. So Dr. Olumide also has his own. I'm sure it's more than that because he's in business. Kuleshori has his own 1 hour. So if you do the maths, well, literally one of the other guys we are bringing, his 1 hour session is $2,400 for 1 hour. So we're literally giving you something worth maybe $30K for 1K. So that's what we are literally offering. That's the discounted price. So you can either pay for 1 year straight, which is 1K. If you want to pay for half a year, I think I don't know how much, 600 or something. I think it's on the link. If you want to pay for a quarter, is also a certain amount. So you can pay all that. But of course, if you pay in bulk, you enjoy more of the discount. That's how it works. Okay. So remember, it's a whole year. It's a whole year. We're going to work with you. So it's like school fees. And trust me, what you will gain is more than what you will gain in some schools that people attend and pay, thousands and thousands for. So that's what we are trying to offer. All right. So welcome, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Thank you, sir.
I really, really hope that people will take advantage of this because, like I've said over and over again, if you know better, amount of money and time that you are willing to invest in yourself reveals the value that you place on yourself. Learning and the cost of knowledge is not as expensive as the cost of mistake and regret. And that's why they call it a costly mistake. Because when you make a mistake, it's more costly. So it's better to pay now because if you don't pay now, you will pay later. But that payment will be with interest, and it will be payment for mistake. So we look forward to welcoming everyone to the next chapter of their life as we journey on these 5 years of grace.
Yes. So you're going to do. You're one of those that would talk about wealth and all that. Like I said, I saw you taught in one of your books or courses. I can't remember which one now, about the 5-year goal, financial goal. First of all, I was sharing with them earlier that I stumbled on the 5-year plan. It's not like something I knew before. I literally just stumbled on it. I also heard John Maxwell say the same thing, that he gave himself 5 years to be a leadership expert, and he said by half of it, everything exploded, So I want to ask, why did you design 5 years? And, what are some of the things you're going to break down with us in terms of building wealth in 5 years?
Well, having learned through life and also through scriptures, many years ago, I think in the early 2000, it was actually year 2000. I did a series on the Millennium Success Secrets. When they were talking of Millennium Bug, 1999. So year 2000, I did a 50-week series, part 1 to 50, every Wednesday in the year 2000. And that was when this concept of 5 year became real through the parable of the time when
Doc, we've lost you. Oh, sorry, guys. This is for Doctor to join back. I hope it's not me that's causing this issue, because Dr. Olumide is in America, so I'm wondering why the network is acting up. Yeah, so like I said, this is something to jump on as soon as you can. Don't focus so much on what you are trying to save and now lose what you're trying to get, because this coaching is going to cover different aspects of your life. It's 1 whole year, but we're going to be discussing more about the next 5 years of your life. You're going to position yourself well for the next 5 years of your life. So it's something really, really, really significant, It changed my own life. For those that would join, I'll probably read out some of my goals that I wrote 5 years before. Yes, Doc, go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry about that. A call came in. So I was looking at the story. You remember, I think Jesus spoke about a man that planted a garden, and then he went, and then when he came back, he expected that the garden would have produced, and the garden did not produce, and then he wanted to cut it down. They said, no, give it 1 more year. So they put manure, and then they came the 4th year and all this. So while reading through that, that was when it just dawned on me that whatever you do and you put everything in it, within 5 years, it should produce results. Whatever you do, if you give it everything it takes, within 5 years, it should produce results. It was later that I now started seeing people talking about 5 year this, 5 year that. But that was when it became real for me through the word of God in year 2000. And I have practiced that in my life and on different projects and different aspects. I've seen it work in the life of people. So when I was writing the book, The School of Money, in 2011, I included it in the module on the 5-year plan for wealth creation. And even between then and now, we have testimonies of people that within 3 years, because every time you set out to do something for a long time, you end up achieving it faster. There's also the principle or the concept of time perspective.
Yes.
You plan for something, the better you are able to produce and the faster you are able to turn around things. So I believe that anybody, no matter how poor you are, no matter how disadvantaged you think you are, if you are committed to change and transformation, anybody can have their life change in 5 years. And we have testimonies to that effect on a global scale. So you cannot tell me, I've had people listen to me on different things. People in Nigeria will tell you can't work in Nigeria. People in London will tell you that can only work in Africa. But now having gone around the world, gone to all the continents of the world, we have testimonies on all the continents, so nobody can convince me now that there is anything. Principles are universal, and we have human being with phone number, real life testimonies on all the continents of the earth that this thing works. So if it's not working for you, it's not because there's anything wrong with the principle. It's because you have an underlying factor that we now need to deal with.
Perfect, perfect. So somebody was asking, is it only for women? If it's only for men, we're throwing it. We're giving women a chance today to sign up. Let's see if we'll put women. Originally, we wanted to be men alone, but we've checked the curriculum. Only one aspect of it is strictly men related, which we can have a female version of, is the family life part. Every other thing there, money, goals, dreams, health, every other thing there is universal. So that's why. So Dr. Olumide, Emmanuel, so if we are trying to build a 5-year plan for wealth, what are some of the things you're going to be walking us through, in this course, in that light?
So now, what I have done over the years is I've been able to document what people need to do every year within those 5 years. However, the way it works is that they are all interconnected. So what you do in year 1, you will still continue to do in year 2, and then you add year 2 to what you are doing in year 1. What you do in year 3 will be an addition to what you did in year 1 and year 2. So whatever you did in year 1, you will forever do. Whatever you did in year 2, you will forever do. Whatever you did in year 3, you forever do because it's one thing to apply principles to obtain. It's another thing to maintain what you have obtained, and it's another thing to perpetuate what you have maintained. So we are not just talking about creating wealth, we are talking about sustaining it and transgenerational wealth. So it's not all about you, it's about leaving a legacy that will outlive you. And the way everything starts with knowledge. So year 1 is always about knowledge. I still had a coaching session this morning with someone that just paid for coaching, and we went through all that. Of course, the normal. She's gone through she's filled all the form, all the checklist. So today was just to have the physical session. 45-year-old mother of 2, worked and done it. So we went on and on and on, and she was like, "I want to start." I want to say, "Relax. There's no rush." That so first of all, knowledge. That get all the knowledge that you can get. We still have 4-5 months before the year end. Plan that, okay, you are starting in 2026. Let's use today out in December for you to gather the knowledge and to save money that you will use to start. Because she was like, I want to start. I was so excited. And I think, forget the excitement. This one is not emotion and sentiment. When you enter street go run you. So you need to understand all the different dimensions, and that's where it starts. So for people, the first thing we're going to do is to do what we call the re-engineering of their mind. So the first thing is all about knowledge, to change the software, the code that is running them. Because once the software is wrong, there is nothing you can do. If you put $1 million and you put banana before a monkey, the monkey time, because the monkey is not aware that $1 million can buy a whole plantation. So it is about the software. So once the software is wrong, once the program that is running somebody is wrong, and you think that it's just to pray, ignorance is not a demon. You can't cast it out. Hope is not a strategy. I hope to, I plan to, I intend to. It won't work. So the first thing is knowledge, to take care of that internal configuration. We'll take them through a financial diagnosis. They will see their results. We check them. It's not so. It's something that by the time you see your report card, you are the one that will use your hand to fill the form by yourself. So diagnosis is where we start from. Give them the right knowledge. Then once we have the right knowledge and we have been able to diagnose what they have, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are the experiences you have, what are the mistakes you have made, what are the skills you have developed, what are the certifications you have. We do like a diagnosis of your assets. Because many people, like that woman, the pot of oil is in the house, yet they are going into debt.
Yes.
It was already there before they went into debt. So, but because of lack of proper diagnosis of asset, liabilities, and possibilities, a lot of people are looking for what is not lost. Like we say in where I come from, That what you are looking for in your Sokoto, in Sokoto is in your Sokoto.
Yes, sir.
Trying to travel is already there with you, because everything you need to be all that you need to be is already on the inside of you. We remember the field of dreams, the diamond story of the man that sold his land.
Mm,
He sold his land to go and look for diamond, travel around the world, only to discover that the land he sold itself is acres of diamond. And that's the way it works for people. Your acres of diamond is inside you, yet you are going around looking for what is not lost. So we're going to help people to discover themselves, know who they are, diagnose what they have, and then we'll now take it from there. So it's step by step. It's a lot of work. It's only people like you that can get us to be doing a $30,000 job for free. It is well.
I hope they value it, though. That's the issue. I hope people take advantage of it. Like I said, we're bringing this at a very, very low price. Today's price is not the official price. Today's price is a discounted price. Once we start doing the publicity to the general public, the real prices will come. It's going to be about double of whatever you are getting today. So I want everybody to take advantage of it. Tell your friends, tell people. It's going to be a good journey. For me, it was an exciting thing when I found out the power of the 5-year plan or the 5-year goal. Like we mentioned, there's a lot of time perspective that says the longer you take into consideration when you're planning, the faster, that those dreams come to pass. So we're going to break down different laws like that and different principles that will help you achieve your goal. But trust me, you can create the next 5 years of your life, not just financially, but every other area of your life. All right. It's something anybody and everybody should really take advantage of. All right, is what everybody should take advantage of. So these are the two people. What do we need to do? You need to register. You need to register immediately. They'll put the link up. They've been putting the link, so they can still put the link up so that you register, and we will take it from there. We'll take it from there. You'll be in closed sessions with us. You'll be able to ask questions. Like Dr. Olumide Emmanuel said, there'll be a lot of analysis and assessments that we'll do to help you in particular achieve those goals. And like I was saying, can you picture that you are in exactly where you want to be 5 years from now? I mean, do you know how sweet that will be? Do you know how fulfilling that will be? That you're exactly where you want to be in 5 years from now. I've seen it work in my life, and I feel it can happen for anybody because I'm not special. It can happen for anybody if you can put the same principles in motion. So we're so excited, looking forward to it. Doctor, talk a bit about how great it is when you've arrived at your goals. I know you've set many goals in your life over the years. Talk a bit about how wonderful that is and some of the things we need.
There's something that is called the joy of newness and the pleasure of reality. The joy of newness is that every time something new happens, you buy a new car, you get a new job, you travel to a new place, you have a new child, you have a new testimony. It's just exciting that, wow, I achieved this. Even when you are a child, you buy a new shoe, a new wristwatch. So it's the joy of newness. So one of the things that happens when your goal and your desires become a reality is you experience that joy of newness because something new has happened in your life. The next thing that happens is the joy of seeing possibilities become a reality. It's like when you give birth to a child, for instance, when you became a father for the first time, and it's one thing to have relationship with your wife and then she gets pregnant. Getting pregnant is another level. You are now touching and you say he's kicking, and then you go are playing and you are praying and calling, and then it's another. The baby now finally comes out, and you are like, you mean this thing? Now we produce this thing. That there is no word to explain it. So when you are able to see your life transform to become the version you dreamt of, the fulfillment is something. And then another thing it does is that it gives you courage to dream bigger.
Yes.
Fight more to say, okay, if I can do this one, maybe I can, because there are things we're experiencing now that 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago was like, will it ever happen in my life? As a young man. I celebrated 35 years in full-time ministry last year. I
Yeah.
started preaching on radio or preaching on TV or see people speaking to thousands of people. I'm like, you mean, can I ever, will there be a day when me I will stand up, people could gather, and they will listen to me. But when you gather, you now see you are speaking, 10,000 people are gathering. It's one thing for you to be invited to somebody's platform where they have gathered 10,000. It's another thing for you to host a program and 10,000, 15,000 people gather to come and hear you. What that does is something else to you. You mean God has really honored me? You mean what I have is this valuable? Then you want to give more. And for us, because of the kind of job that we do, the greatest testimony and joy is transformed lives. It's lives that have been transformed when you meet with people, at different airports, different countries. People, even this one where you have just arrived now, oh man, oh, bless you, sir. Oh, I may, oh, you did this, you did that. You're like, wow. People you have never met. So I believe that everyone listening to us right now should realize that the best of God is never behind. And in the same vein, the best of you is never behind. The best of you is always ahead of you. So keep that dream alive and come on board this mentorship so that we can see how we can help you, because there are ships that will help you to sail through life from where you are to where you need to be. Internship, apprenticeship.
Mm.
So you need internship, you need apprenticeship, you need mentorship. And then at it from the spiritual parts, you need worship, you need fellowship, you need. So any way you look at it, there are shifts that you need, and that is what this will give. For those that come under my mentorship, one of the uniqueness is the fact that I'm not just an apostle in church, I'm an apostle in the marketplace. So you are getting two for the price of one. That's what you are getting here now. You can go and pay one motivational speaker, one life coach money, and then they will give you the principles without the principal. But when you come on board a platform like this, we are all kingdom people. You are not just getting the principle, you are getting the principal. Because there are some situations in your life that we need to bring in the prophetic. We need to bring in the prayer dimension to help you, because you are either in the secret court or you are in the secret place. So this one, no money can pay for the supernatural dimension. So don't miss it. And I believe very strongly that there will be testimonies.
Thank you, Doc. So let's you do have one or two questions for Doc before he leaves. We can just type in the comment section. Doc will answer it before he goes. But let me say, somebody's asking, what set of men will this be useful for? Is it useful for who are already visionaries, doing awesome things already? It's for everybody. Doctor, maybe you should answer that. Dr. Olumide, answer that.
Now, one of the things we need to understand is that I am the global president of the Billionaires Conclave, and we are members in about 27 countries on 5 or 6 continents. So I mentor people that do turnover in billions every year. And I can tell you for free, life is not only about money. So even if you are a multi-billionaire, this is a holistic mentorship and coaching bouquet. We are talking of your health. We are talking of your marriage. We are talking of your goal. Do you know that there are a lot of people that have billions, but they don't have a happy home? And their wife, here they say outside chick because they are messing away their destiny. And we are trying to help you. And I was telling a group of people, it was actually some women in our church. We had a discussion, and I was telling them, I said, I made a statement, and I said, it's true, Pastor. I said, don't you notice that none of you, our church will be 30 years now, none of you have ever come to meet me to say, my husband has side chick, my husband has this. I say, I have been able to raise men that can say that you are the only one they have been sleeping with for 28 years, for 27 years. Don't have to say, no, Pastor, it's true. That one, we agree. That one, we agree. So many times people don't understand. We are too money conscious. You don't realize the blessings that are beyond money. Do you know how many people are inside private jet crying? Do you know how many people they use Bentley and they use car to tell them, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, after impregnating another woman? Do you know how many billionaires have 3, 4 children outside, and all the car that their wives are flaunting? Every car is a sign of a new child they have outside. So whether you are a billionaire in any level, we already have people we mentor that are like you. Come, want to help you holistically so that you can be a man that is rounded, all rounded. So it's for everybody that wants to be all that God wants them to be and live a life of legacy and impact.
That's powerful. So whether you've achieved results or not, this is for you. It covers, like we said, it's holistic. We're going to talk about what happiness really means. Many people don't know. Many people think it's just money or it's just this one, it's just popularity. It's holistic. So you have to take advantage of it. And even if you have made billions, you can still make more billions. There's still a next level for every human being. So it's something you should join. Somebody said, can we have installments? Yes, there's installments. So you either pay for 1 year, and this is just the discounted price. All right. There's 1 year, you can pay for the 1 year straight, you get it at less price. You can pay for half a year. It's going to be slightly, because you lose some of your discount at that point, it will be higher. Or you can pay for a quarter. And the good thing is that you can pay for a quarter and still upgrade. All right. So all that is there. So yes, there is some form of installment, but there's some penalty to it because you won't get the price of person paying one-off. That person gets the cheapest price because he's investing at once. All right. That also answers Shadrach's question. Yes, you can upgrade. I've answered that. You can also upgrade. Lezo Hans is asking about how much it is. The link has been posted. I think the whole idea is that it's a monthly subscription, but we can't be looking for you every month to pay. Nobody has that time because we want to focus on the real thing we are gathering the people for, which is the coaching and the mentoring. So that's what we're doing is in quarterly, half yearly, or a year. Okay, so I think the discounted price comes to about $100 and something a month. That's the discounted price. But once we go public with the publicity, it's going to be about $250 a month. So what you're getting now is like half of what the real price is. If you're signing up today, that's what you get. Some people are saying maybe we can stretch it for a few days. So maybe we can give you 3 days to sign up. Now, sort it out how you want to. Maybe start, put your leg in the door somehow. And then we'll take advantage of it. All right. Somebody's asking, how do they get your book?
Okay, you can get my books on Amazon. So you go to Amazon, you get some of them there, or you go to my website, olumideemmanuel.org, olumideemmanuel.org, or you go to Selar, selar.co. So it's SELAR/ so selar.co/m/Olumide So just go to Selar, they are all there also. And then you can call the office or send us a DM. And then wherever you are, we have offices in different parts of the world. So anywhere you are, we can reach you. Once you send us a DM or you call the global office number, and then we'll take it from there. So if you go to my Instagram right now, you will see the phone numbers there on my bio.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Olumide. I just wanted us for people to just know some of the things we'll deal with when the course proper starts. So thank you. I know you were resting and all that here in Atlanta. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you.
For me. Okay then. Bless you.
So guys, they've posted the links here. Everybody should join. Yeah, it's something you should take advantage of. It could be a great blessing. All right. I don't know if you have any other questions before we sign out. Like I said, I discovered a lot of people they set their goals backwards. They say I don't want to spend. They have a budget for how much they don't want to spend or how much you want to save, but they don't have a dream or a budget for how much they want to make, how much they want to attract into their lives. And like PK Soriyan said earlier on, we actually attract these things into our lives, and I've seen it work. I've seen it work. I'm eager to see it work in your life. I'm eager to see it work in your life as well, because I've proven it. I've seen it work over the years. It's doable. You can be exactly where you want to be in the next 5 years. You can be exactly where you want to be in the next 5 years. So go sign up. Take advantage of this discount. Maybe they'll just make it like 2 days or 3 days. The team will make it like they're available for 3 days at this price. After that, it will most likely be double of the price. That's what the real thing is. Is there a specific date when the mentorship will start officially? Yes, it's going to start in October. We don't have we'll tell you the specific date, but it's going to start in October because your 5 years is for your next 5-year plan, and that 5-year plan starts January 2026. That's the 5-year plan. So we'll start writing your goals and going through your goals from October. So it's going to start officially October this year. That's when it's going to start officially, October this year. All right. So please take advantage of it. Somebody says, what I mean is, if someone takes advantage of the discounted price for the quarterly plan, when is the time to renew it with the same price? If you have started today, it will probably reflect, so you will not be given the price without the discount. They will still treat your payment as a discounted payment season. So take advantage of that. Yes, we will do that. Because again, like we said, we're just really trying to help people to do it. Ashley said the price is not student friendly. Trust me, it is. If you check the video I put on my YouTube today, I was talking about the first millionaire that was raised in my ministry. It was a student. This was over 20 years ago. It was a student, actually. So these are the mindsets we want to remove. These mindsets you are saying is exactly what we want to remove. Everybody has limiting beliefs, so we need to find your own. And so actually, you've already found your own. Your own limiting belief is that I'm a student. So now I can give you at least 20 students that have hit the million realm. So these are the things we will do in that coaching. Everybody there's something limiting you from your dreams. You're on the other side of your limiting mindset. Once you remove that limiting mindset, you and your dream will meet face to face. So for everything you are telling yourself is the reason why you're not where you need to be, I can give you at least 10 people that had that same situation or even worse that have crossed into their dream. So trust me, you can get there. You can find it. You can find a way if you believe you can. Like they say, if you think you can or you think you can't, say you're right. So whether you think you can or you think you can't, say you are right. Anyone you think you are correct, because that is your truth. So jump on it. I shared the story of the first millionaire that was ever raised in my ministry. Was a student, came out of police cell, he fought with a girl. I think he picked the girl up. They locked him in police cell. Somebody brought him out of the police cell straight to fellowship. And we're talking about what do you have in your hand. So we're doing a teaching like that. What do you have in your hand? What do you have in your house, actually, from the story of that widow. And he took it literally, went to his house, took out cameras, started doing it. And we're going to teach him other principles, creativity, boldness, different coaching like that. And the guy became a multi-millionaire as a student that time. In fact, he traveled to America, UK, Australia, South Africa long before me, because of this thing. So what is your own limiting beliefs? Why do you think you are not where you want to be? I think that is even a good place to start. What is stopping you? What is stopping you? Some said the time limit is a challenge. Again, find a way around it. If you can find your limiting belief, you can overcome it. Once you can find it, what is stopping you, you can overcome it. There must be a way. If it's to do the quarterly first or something, put your leg in the door. But there must be a way to take advantage. There must be a way. All right. And we'll take it from there. I've told the team maybe they will extend the discount for like 3-4 days so that people can go take advantage of it. But somebody said, will the payment be for the 5 years mentorship or every year or quarterly? Okay, so we are doing 1 year first. That's what we're doing. So in this 1 year, we are actually discussing and planning with you for your next 5 years. So I don't know if you understand. So we're sitting down with you, writing your goals for the next 5 years. This whole thing is built around your next 5 years. So we're working with you for a whole year to plan that next 5 years. So that's what it is. So after the first year, for those that are already inside, I'm sure there will be some minimal cost to continue with you after that. But that's not our main concern right now. You would have gotten so much results. Trust me, whatever is going to happen after that will not be something you should worry about, because you would have been on your way, to where you want to be. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys rush in and register, and let's make it happen. I'm excited about the next 5 years of your life. Trust me. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. The next 5 years of your life. All right, guys. Do you have any questions before I sign out? before I sign out, do you have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Team, have you put the link, put the number they can reach if they need to talk or do anything? I will take it there. All right. So thank you, everybody. So that is the link. We would see you guys in class. All right. Take advantage of the discount period as well. See you guys in class. All right. Marvina, thank you. Yeah. So like we said, it covers everything: finances, happiness, your health, your goals generally. Those are the things we're going to sit down, right? Where do you want to be in 5 years? What will a great 5 years look like for you? So those are the things we're going to sit down and write and create, so so thank you guys for joining. It was good. Thank you. See you in class. All right. Thank you.